Oh, hey there. How you doing? Yeah, it's one of those videos again. Yeah. So I'm sure that we all have those moments in life that we just think back to and think, why the fuck did I do that? And it's one of those things where, you know, you're probably just walking down the street, la-di-da-di, you feel me? Just minding your business, and then just something embarrassing that you did in your past just pops up and it ruins your whole day. That's what happened to me today, and I just had to get this off my chest. We all have those things in our life that we're probably never gonna tell and take to the grave because it might just ruin your ego a little bit. But this is one of those things that I just thought about, and I'm just like, wow, I really fumbled badly this day. And today is that type of story. Like I told y'all in the last video, I don't want to do too many of these, but this one just came to mind, and I'm like, yo, like, I try to suppress this memory for like almost 4 years now when this happened, and I'm just like, listen, let's just get this off my chest. If the person I'm talking about in this video, if you still watch my videos, fuck you, fuck. Never mind, let me ruin your life. Yeah. It's like, nah, so love you watch the videos. I mean, listen, I'll still ruin your life, but you know, you feel me? This takes place when I was like 15 or 16. I want to say I was 16 years old. And at this point, I just got out of this little boo-boo relationship that I was in for like 3 months. I don't even think it was a relationship. I think I was just talking to the person. I don't really remember this vividly, but at that time, I was just open and I was just on my little high school. I was on my motherfucking thought race. What? At this time, this story is gonna be wild, bro. Oh my god. So I distinctly remember meeting this girl because I got into an argument with some other girl that same day. The other girl isn't really important to the story, but essentially I got into this little petty argument with some girl, and essentially I went onto my Instagram story that day and I was like talking about my experience on my story and shit. And then Shorty saw it, and then from there we started talking because her and the girl seemed to know each other or something like that. But whatever. Alright, so I started talking to this girl for a day, and I remember the first day that I talked to her, that was like the first girl that I actually like ever fell asleep on the phone with. You feel me? That's why I also remember this motherfucker, because there's a lot of shit that I picked up from this little interaction that I would carry from then on. You feel what I'm saying? So essentially after that happened, me and her was cool. You know, a day turned to a couple days turned to a week turned to a couple weeks, then a month. You feel me? We was just vibing. The thing was, at that time, I thought Shorty was fine, and Shorty liked me to an extent too, but the thing was, nobody wanted to break that barrier of, ayo, like, what are we really doing? You feel what I'm saying? Nobody ever really broke that barrier to each other. I don't know why, but you already know how it go. But anyway, so time would just go by, and me and her just got mad comfortable around each other and shit, to the point where we was just getting a little bit more personal with the questions and shit, like body count and stuff like that, you feel me? Before it was just boo-boo stuff. Eventually, me and her wanted to see each other. Now, this was the first time that I was gonna go on like a date, you feel me? And this is the part that scars me the most, because the simple fact that this happened on the first time I had a date is fucking ridiculous. This was on Valentine. Oh my god, this is so bad, because as I'm telling this shit, it just gets so bad. We end up planning this whole date. God, that was a lot of fucking spit. So we end up planning this whole date thing on Valentine's Day, because at the time we met, it was like January. So like I said, we was talking for like about a month at that point and some change, and Valentine's Day was about to happen. And so I'm like, all right, we should do something on Valentine's Day, because she was down like how I was down. And I'm like, all right, bet, and this is gonna be my first date. This is the best shit. You feel me? I ain't never been on no real date before, so I was gonna be on my suave shit, you feel me, for the first time. You feel me? It was gonna be good. Oh my god, bro. This whole story got my stomach hurting, like, oh my god, bro. Why did this happen to me? But so the thing is this, she's one of those girls that goes out a lot. Like, she goes out a fuck ton. Like, bro, even at 15, 16, Shorty was out like that. Like, bro, I ain't never seen no girl out as much as the Shorty was out. And I don't want to say that Shorty was a thought, you feel me? I can say that at that point in time, she wasn't a certified thought yet, you feel me? And what ended up happening is that I peep everything, bro. Y'all, fellas, when y'all like a motherfucker, y'all already know, y'all gotta scan the badges and shit. I'm scanning the badges for a month straight, and she just seemed like the type she like to go out. So it's like, that tells me you're gonna make time for this date. You feel what I'm saying? Oh my god. So essentially, I'm thinking that this whole thing's gonna go great. There should be nothing in this path that should fuck this up at all. And what makes this even worse is that before we even went on this date, she offered She offered me to go to a party with her. Now it was her friend's party, and this is where I don't really know if I fumble for real, but I guess it was just a sense of just security at that point that I wanted to, well, secure. But there was a point where she was like, yo, like if you want to link and see me, yo, you should come to this party with me for my friend. Now at that time, I didn't know her friend. I didn't know any of these people. These people didn't even really live near me. Like shit, she lived like half an hour away from me. So she knew all these motherfuckers I don't. I'm an antisocial ass nigga, bro. You feel me? I got bad social anxiety and shit. I don't know none of these people. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna go to this party with her, and then she's gonna be with me for 2 seconds, and then she's gonna leave me at this party with people that I don't know, because since she knows everybody, I doubt she's gonna be interacting with me the whole night. And then whole time I'm like, yeah, like I think we should just like, you feel me, just link when it's just me and you. That's the type of person I am. If I'm linking with you, fuck all that party shit, bro. Let me see you. Like let me get to know you. I'm not trying to know 20 million other niggas. You feel what I'm saying? So she goes to that party and shit, and I, after pleading with me like, yo, just come with me, I'm not gonna leave you. I'm like, nah, like let me just see you on your lonesome. I'm like, yo, like I'm gonna see you when we go on our date, which was not far after this party. Was like after this party, bro, Valentine's Day was not that far behind that shit. You feel me? And so I'm just like, all right, I'll wait it out. I'll thug it out. And that was like the first big strike. Cause I feel as though that if I went to that party with that girl, I feel like, I'm not even gonna lie, I feel like things would have been a little bit different between us. I'm not even gonna cap, but you feel me? I ain't gonna cry about it, but that was like the first straw. Because after that, after she went to that party, something changed in the air. Listen, y'all guys and girls know what happened when the energy changes, because our energy was peachy and nice and great for like a fucking month, and then something just died. It's just something just died. I don't know what it is, but something just died in that bond. I don't know what the hell it was, but she stopped texting me. I want to say she probably got fucked at that party, and to this day I feel like she probably got, you feel me, she got her ankles broken loose at that party. I'm not even gonna lie, that's probably what happened. But she ain't really text me like that. She would text me here and there, but she ain't text me like that, which is kind of weird, because like, I mean, our date was coming up in like a couple of weeks, so I'm like, all right, you need to tighten up a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nah, we ain't gonna be having that. So essentially after that, like I said, it's dry, and I'm just like, I'm texting her, I'm like, I'm not trying to double text and all that, because like, I'm like, even though back then I was less experienced with like dating and all that back then, I knew when to have pride to an extent. I'm not gonna stalk you. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't fuck with me, you don't fuck with me. I knew that back then, but back then that shit made my stomach hurt a little bit. I'm like, damn, like baby, you ain't texting me back. Oh! I don't know what's going on. And eventually, so it comes down to my date. And in my last story, I told y'all that I worked at the movies. Now at this time I was working my shift, and they last minute scheduled me to work on Valentine's Day. So I'm like, fuck, all right, I gotta figure some way to get out of this, because the way my job is, yo, you can't take off for fucking shit at that job. Essentially, that whole day I'm trying to convince them, yo, just let me off early. To the point where I call my parents up and I'm like, yo, I got this thing I gotta go to later. I'm gonna need you to tell these people at this job that I can't work. Like, so my parents go to my fucking job and tell me and tell the people that it's some family shit I gotta go to, and they let me off early. Oh my god. They let me off early on Valentine's Day. Keep in mind that morning I texted shorty and I'm like, hey yo, look, are we still down for today? And then she's like, yeah. And so I'm like, all right, it's about to go crazy. So I go home, I put on my best fit. I took a great shower. I remember that shower vividly. I get out the shower. At this point, it's like 6 o'clock, maybe even 5. I want to say it was 6, but yeah, 6 turns into 7, no reply. I'm ready, where you at? Then it turns to 8 o'clock, still no reply. I'm still on delivery. 9 o'clock, 9:30. Hello? What? So essentially what ended up happening, what this motherfucker told me on the phone is that, oh, her mom like hours ago told her that she can't go because for I don't even remember the reason. It was some dumb shit. Oh, like the mom had work, like the mom was not gonna drive her, because like I said, she lives 30 minutes away from me, and she says that her mom was not gonna drive her 30 minutes to where I'm at for me to take her on that date for whatever fucking reason. And then afterwards, here I am in my fucking living room with my fly ass fit on, looking like a champion. Died. Every guy's gonna go through this at one point in their life where they're gonna lose or fumble the bag with somebody. And and now that I'm telling this story, I don't necessarily think that I fumbled the bag, but I feel Actually, I didn't even finish this story, so I can't speak too soon yet. Let me relax. Afterwards, this is where it gets bad, because listen, like I told you, I know my worth, even at that age, but the nigga's stomach was hurting, so I had some shit to get off my fucking chest. After she said that, I texted her this whole ass paragraph. I'm awesome. Yo, if you don't fuck with me, you could have just said that. I don't know why you just didn't tell me this earlier. Like, you really wasted my time. Like, I don't understand. I had my parents come up here to make sure that I got off of work for this shit, and you didn't come down, and the least you could have done was told me earlier, and you wasted my time. Now, rightfully so, I had the fucking right to be pissed, because it's like, come on, you couldn't communicate that your mom told you hours ago that you couldn't go. You waited for me to wait 3 hours in a fucking living room to not go nowhere. That's tough. That's tough. You feel me? And afterwards, after I texted her that, I also threw in the bowl. I'm like, because at that point, I was just like, yo, her energy was already low. I said, listen, I fucked with you. I genuinely liked you. I thought you liked me too, but it shows that you don't fuck with me. And then she wanted to act like she ain't like me the whole time. I'm like, shorty, don't act like that when you was asking me if I got a girlfriend and all this other shit. Like, what are you talking about? There's all this goofy shit, bro. And then she's like, oh, I didn't know you felt that type of way. Blah, blah, LOL. Like if her friends was behind her while she was texting. You feel me? I feel tight right now. That's tough. And so, yeah, afterwards, I'm not gonna lie, after that though, I didn't speak to her for a grip. And the crazy part is we had each other on social media for years. I think recently, she just unfollowed me type shit. But there is points where she'll just randomly hit me up like on some, yo, how you doing, blah, blah shit. And I would just still think back to that moment and be like, that's tough. You feel me? And there was a point where she was on some flirt shit. And I'm like, you feel me? I'm like, you ruined my life that one time, baby. I can't do that. So what can you gain from this experience from what? What am I talking about? So what lesson can you gain from this story that I just told y'all? Now that I'm telling this story, like I feel like everything else that you revealed to the world, it doesn't feel that bad. I feel like although it was a bit of a fumble on my side, because I feel like I talked a little bit too much about, and I got a little bit too emotional, you feel me? And I really got dubbed crazy. I really got stood up. That's fucking ridiculous. Oh my God. The fact that that happened, you feel me? If there's one thing to learn is to just stand on yourself. Stand on your worth, bro. Because as a guy, I know what it's like, bro. Where you feel as though that this person is worth, you know, giving yourself a little bit more of to that person, you feel me? You like to, I don't know, make yourself a little bit more vulnerable. Nah, nigga, fuck that shit. You better stand 10 toes down on yourself to make sure that you make them decisions so you won't get hurt. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, there's gonna be millions of those girls that's gonna come and go. Because genuinely after that, bro, like after there's a million motherfuckers just like her and better than her that came and went and came and went and came and went. You feel me? That's just life. You dig? But that was my first wake up call in life to really stand on my 10 toes on my own, bro. Because back then I was a little bit too vulnerable. You feel me? I really let that shit slide. You dig? And that's tough. But yeah, bro, that's moral of the story. Moral of the story, know your worth, bro. Don't let these girls think that you gotta be vulnerable for them. Because you feel me? The more you get vulnerable is when they start taking advantage, cuz. Don't be an asshole. If they being nice to you, you better match that energy. But once they start doing that dry, nonchalant, bro, you better match that shit back. You feel me? Let them know what it is. You feel me? But that's what I had to say to y'all. It's a lovely night. No, the fuck it's not. Because after I remember that story earlier, I wanted to die. But now that I got it out to y'all, my nose leaking, bro. What am I, 7 years old, bro? What the fuck? I feel a little bit better. You feel me? It's gonna be a fun one to edit. Because now I'm all giggly and shit. You feel me? And if you seen this bit, like I said, hit my line. Let me ruin your life real quick. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna be uploading a vlog sometime soon. I was supposed to post back in January, but I was sort of like not really confident about the production of it. Honestly, I thought that it was a boring vlog, but I'm still gonna post it just for y'all to get that content, because I know y'all been dying for some vlogs, and the mother of all vlog is coming this summer, bro. You feel me? It's gonna be one. I'm gonna surprise y'all with that one though. That one's gonna be too lit, so I'm not even gonna, I'm gonna keep quiet about that one, but that one's gonna be lit. For those that know, y'all know. Oh, y'all know.